We're in the cooking corner now. Michelle Bonicelli just in time for fall. The OSU Extension Center. She's here with a single pan dinner that's going to have your protein, your veg. It's going to have everything.
Everything you need.
This is very, very complete, Michelle, and it looks really filling.
It's really pretty. It's perfect for fall. It's got, like you said, everything you need for dinner. You could put a roll with it if you need to, but
I always will put bread with it, but that's just me. You don't need it for this. This looks good.
Yeah. So basically you've got about 3 sweet potatoes, and you cube those up and put them in the oven first because they're going to take longer to cook than the rest of the ingredients. So if you did this all the night before, dinner would be ready for your family in less than an hour. Now the chopping takes a little time, but you know, get the family involved and it'll go faster.
Sure.
So 3 or 4 sweet potatoes, and you just drizzle that with a little bit of olive oil. Cook that for about 15 minutes, and then when it comes out, then you're going to mix everything else with it. So we have raw chicken cut up in bite-sized pieces.
And you know, this was one of the surprising parts, is because I didn't think you'd put raw chicken in it, but it really does cook at the right temperature and time all the way through. It is, you know, there's not very many recipes that you do that with, but that's the beauty of these one-pan dinners. Everything goes in. There's not a lot of pre-work ahead of time. So you just have broccoli and some red onions, and you just stir that up together. You want to make sure, try to separate the chicken so it is cooked all the way around instead of like a clump of chicken. Yes.
And then you have a little bit of garlic, and so you can tell it smells wonderful.
And that's the thing, is just before we even started doing this, just walking over here and seeing the finished product, you could just smell it. It just pops. It's just, it's a fall meal. It's perfect.
And it's easy. So then you put just a little bit of olive oil on the top of that. You want to kind of pay attention to the broccoli because you want to make sure that it has plenty of the oil on it so it doesn't dry out during the cooking process.
Okay, good tip.
And then you just add lots of seasoning, and that's another beauty of this. You smell all the seasoning. So we have rosemary, thyme, nutmeg, and a little bit of salt and pepper.
There we go. Ooh, this is flaky. Is this the?
That's Italian seasoning.
Okay, Italian seasoning. Yeah, let's do that.
So as you can tell, it's beautiful. And then you just put that in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. You about halfway through, stir it so you make sure everything's kind of still getting all that olive oil and staying moist. And we are encouraging, December 3rd is Dine In with your family. So we are encouraging people to sit down at the family dinner table and have dinner together. And the research behind that is kids will stay in school. They'll less likely to be involved in drugs and alcohol. You have family rituals, you have family history together, and you eat healthier.
Okay.
And another one, which we were just talking about, it's less stressful than going out to dinner.
It really is. I was just fortunate enough to grow up with a family who we did that a lot, and it was more stressful to go out to eat. So if you can do that, it's called Dine In With Us, and there's a hashtag to it as well, December 3rd, the hashtag Healthy Family Selfie and FCS Day. So thank you so much, Michelle. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
This recipe, check it out, newson6.com/recipes for a one-pan dinner with everything.